harder than I thought it'd be.
Scientists are only now proving that this busy world of screens, alerts, and push notifications is really making us quite unhappy. In cities across America, different companies are coming up with unique ways to unplug. I'm going to get into a tank of water filled with salt, essentially a subaquatic coffin, and hopefully I'll relax. I'm not really a claustrophobic person, but I have sort of had some freakouts when I've tried to scuba dive. I guess I might freak out. Popularized in the 1970s, sensory deprivation is when someone is deprived of normal external stimuli, such as sight or sound, for an extended period of time. Today I'm trying float-style deprivation. People claim floating can help insomnia, chronic pain, anxiety, depression, and even addiction. It's even purported that floating can lead to psychedelic experiences. Today I'm trying float-style deprivation, which puts you in an Epsom salt bath that's skin temperature and makes you weightless. So this isn't a tank, this is like a room. I thought it'd be like a little thing.
Yeah, if you have any adversity to small space, we have a couple of different types here. We have a tank, a pod, and this is a cabin. And as you can see, it's very spacious. So people who think they have an adversity to small spaces, they see this and they're like, oh, I can handle this.
Yeah, this is like a bed.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the other room looked great, but I walked by this and my stomach dropped. So I felt like once that happened, I had to try it.
So unlike the others, you don't have the glass door. There's just a whole level of like next level of darkness in here.
Right.
So,
cave dark. I'm gonna honestly say, now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I can make an hour. How many people don't, when they do this the first time, make it an hour?
Very few don't make it an hour.
Really?
Yes.
So you think I'm gonna chill out?
I really do.
Okay. So now I have to get naked, and I'd rather not do it in front of cameras, so. All right, I'm about to hop in, so here we go. Oh boy. Ooh, it's very warm, and it's very slippery, so I'm trying not to shoot my nude body. Oh, this is kind of awesome, actually. All right, guys, I'll see you on the flip side, okay?
This is a little harder than I thought it'd be.
I've had one moment there. Salt in the eyes. I don't know how much time just passed. I honestly thought I'd be able to let go better. I hit one moment where I had everything cut off, and I was trying to push through it, but I don't know, it was a little much.
I definitely hit a point where everything was cut off. It was like I was looking into the universe or something, and then I was like, crap, where am I?
Something was kind of thick in there. My nose got a little stuffy. I'm gonna shower. I just got out of the sensory deprivation tank, and I'm in a sort of chill out meditation room with a nice mandala and a warm cup of tea that is very welcome. Well, right now I feel exhausted and more awake at the same time, if that's possible. My body's like Jell-O, guys. One thing that I realized was really strange was at one point I'm laying there and I realized my eyes were open, not closed, and they were open and I couldn't see anything. And in that moment, there's definitely a holy shit, like what's going on here? And you forget where that door is. I know you know it's there, like cognitively you know there's a door there, but when you reach and you don't feel anything, like you could be in the middle of like the galaxy. You have no clue. I'm not sure if I liked it, is the truth. There were moments I hated it, and there were moments that I was at complete peace and I sort of found my equilibrium. I don't think I would do it again on my own. You're breathing this really sort of thick, hot air. I'm used to 70-degree, perfect humidity, air conditioning situations. I would have to come a whole lot, I think, to overcome that all at the time. And I just don't imagine that happening. I would probably try it again sometime. I just totally contradicted myself, I know. But like, I was in a tank of water for an hour. Like, you do it and try to be lucid.